Title: Rainbow Crosses with Holy Water, Fired Gay Counselors Battle Could Reshape Workplace Rules. TLDR. Sacked for love. Shelley Fitzgerald, a guidance counselor at an Indianapolis Catholic high school, was asked to pack her bags because she married another woman. Now, she's taking her fight to the courts, potentially shaking up the employment law landscape for religious institutions and millions of workers. They say love conquers all, but it seems it wasn't enough to save Shelley Fitzgerald from a pink slip at her Indianapolis Catholic high school. After 14 years of service, when school officials found out that Fitzgerald had married another woman, she was given the boot. Seems harsh, right? Now, she's hitting back, taking her case to the courts, probing the fine lines between religious freedom and equal employment rights. Talk about a plot twist. So, you might be wondering, what makes this case different from the usual employment dramas? Well, if Fitzgerald worked for a public high school or a secular business, her dismissal due to her sexual orientation would be a clear breach of the law. But since she worked for a religious institution, things get a bit foggy. You see, folks, religious entities, like churches, schools, and charities, are allowed some wiggle room when it comes to the law. They can fire employees if they believe they've violated their religious principles. Is it fair? Maybe for some, but certainly not for all, as Shelley Fitzgerald's case demonstrates. A federal appeals court in Chicago has started hearing arguments, delving into this evolving dilemma: which employees perform enough religious duties to be considered ministers and thus exempt from certain employment laws. It's like a divine job description debate. And what about Fitzgerald's case? Can we consider a guidance counselor's role as a minister? She was guiding young minds, sure, but was she imparting Catholic doctrine or just helping kids navigate their course schedules and future college plans? What's clear though, is that this case could have significant implications for millions of workers in religious institutions across the US. In fact, it could reshape the dynamics of religious liberty and employment rights, setting precedents for future cases. Now, this isn't just about Shelley Fitzgerald or a single high school. It's about the balancing act between religious freedom and equality in the workplace. Can these two coexist peacefully, or are we always bound to be stuck in a divine tug-of-war? Here's something to think about: if Shelley wins her case, it could mean more protection for LGBTQ+ employees in religious institutions. But if she loses, could this pave the way for more religious institutions to impose their beliefs on their employees? Isn't it about time we started asking these questions and challenging the status quo? Are we okay with hiding behind the shield of religious freedom to justify discrimination? Or are we ready to redefine our values to create a more inclusive, equitable society? At the end of the day, what matters more? An employee's dedication to their job, their skills, and their character, or who they choose to love?